Assalamualaikum my dear students, how are you? Hope all are you fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to our NIEPS home school. This is Sonia Joya, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift, Dhaka. Today I am going to take Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the student of class 5 students. And our today's topic, chapter 7, Short Question, Broad Question and C.B.Q discussion. Look at the board student. This is class 5, subject B.G.S means Bangladesh and Global Studies, term half yearly 2021, topic chapter 7, Short Question, Broad Question and C.B.Q questions, lecture 25. So my dear student, let's start out today's topic. Chapter 7, Short Question. Here are 19 short questions. So first short question, number 1, write 3 characteristics of autism children. Answer: 3 characteristics of autistic children are given below. Number 1, they do not like to be touched. Number 2, they like doing the same things repeatedly. Number 3, they can get addicted to a particular toy and hang on to it for hours. Again I am saying, number 1, write 3 characteristics of autistic children. Write 3 characteristics of autistic children. Answer: 3 characteristics of autistic children are given below. They do not like to be touched. They like doing the same things repeatedly. They can get addicted to a particular toy and hang on to it for hours. Number 2, write 3 examples of violation of children's rights. Answer: 3 examples of violation of children's rights are given below. Number 1, employing children below the age of 18 in child labor. Number 2, depriving children of their right to education. Number 3, trafficking children elsewhere to do illegal work. Then number 3, write 3 examples of violation of women's right. Answer: 3 examples of violation of women's rights are: number 1, girls may not receive equal education to boys. Number 2, women at work may not receive equal pay as men. Number 3, women may not be given equal jobs as men despite having equal competency. Number 4, what are human rights? Answer: the rights of enjoying different kinds of benefits for a healthy living are called human rights. Then number 5, when did the United Nations issue the Universal Declaration of Human Rights? Answer: the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on 10th December 1948. Then number 6, give some examples of violation of human rights. Answer: some examples of violation of human rights are depriving children of their right to education, paying women less than men, trafficking women and children, torturing children and household helpers. So my student, now for short question number 7, whose religion do we follow? Answer: we all follow our own religion. We all follow our own religion. Number 8, what should we do if someone violates any human rights? Answer: we should protest if someone violates any human rights. Number 9, who are called autistic children? Who are called autistic children? Answer: children who suffer from a developmental disorder named autism are called autistic children. Number 10, what kind of talents do the autistic children have? Answer: some autistic children are very talented in mathematics, art or music. Number 11, what kind of hair do the autistic children usually have? What kind of hair do the autistic children usually have? Answer: the autistic children usually have good health. The autistic children usually have good health. Number 12, who gets hyper when their routine work change? Answer: autistic children get hyper when anything in their routine changes. Again I am saying autistic children get hyper when anything in their routine changes. Number 13. Where do we see children working? Where do we see children working? Answer. We see many children working in fields, big fields, factories or in shops. Number 14. What is autism? What is autism? Answer. Autism is a developmental disorder that affects the characteristics of children. Again I am saying autism is a developmental disorder that affects the characteristics of children. Number 15. Why are the children bound to work? Why are the children bound to work? Answer. Children are bound to work because of poverty. Children are bound to work because of poverty. Question number 16. Below which age is child labor illegal? Child labor is illegal below the age of 18. 17. Why should we respect everyone's rights? We must respect everyone's rights for the development of all. We must respect everyone's rights for the development of all. Number 18. What are autistic children sensitive to? What are autistic children sensitive to? Answer. Autistic children are sensitive to light, sound, speed, touch, smell, taste. Question number 19. Whose rights are violated when women are trafficked to other countries? Answer. Women's human rights are violated when women are trafficked in other countries. So my dear student, this 19 short question from chapter 7. From chapter 7 we have 19 short question. So all of you girls, you have to remember this 19 short question from chapter 7. Now we will start the broad question B.Q from chapter 7. We have 3 broad questions from chapter 7. So number 1 broad question. Which organization first declared basic human rights and when? Again I am saying which organization first declared basic human rights and when? Answer. The rights of enjoying different kinds of benefits for a healthy living are called human rights. Human rights are for every person's benefit. In December 1948, the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It declared that everyone was entitled to certain basic rights regardless of their race, religion, age, gender and wealth. We will work to protect the human rights of all and we will protest publicly if they are not. Again I am saying this answer again. The rights question. Which organization first declared basic human rights and when? Answer. The rights of enjoying different kinds of benefits for a healthy living are called human rights. Human rights are for every person's benefits. In December 1948, the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration for Human Rights. It declared that everyone was entitled to certain basic rights regardless of their race, religion, age, gender and wealth. We will work to protect the human rights of all and we will protest publicly if they are not. Now, question number 2. Which child rights are being deprived for child labor? Which child rights are being deprived for child labor? Answer. According to the general law in Bangladesh, employing any child under the age of 18 years in work is considered as child labor. Children are being deprived of the following rights because of child labor. Number 1. Some children are deprived of their right to education because their family cannot afford to send them to school and they have to get involved in child labor to earn for their family. Then number 2, sometimes children are tortured and punished in their workplace even for trivial cause. This is a serious violation of their human rights. Number 3, some children are trafficked to foreign countries. This violates their rights. Now, broad question number 3. What does trafficking mean? What does trafficking mean? Answer: human trafficking means transporting persons, especially women and children, to foreign countries to use them in illegal work or for the purpose of exploitation. Human trafficking is a serious crime and a grave violation of human rights. So, my dear students, we have 3 broad questions from chapter 7. From chapter 7, we have 3 broad questions. Now we will start C.B.Q question, competency based question. Competency based question from chapter 7. So from chapter 7 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C.B.Q question. Number 1 C.B.Q question from chapter 7. In Bangladesh, women are being deprived of their rights in many ways. What can we do to protect their rights? Again, I am saying this question. In Bangladesh, women are being deprived of their rights in many ways. What can we do to protect their rights? Answer: women should be treated equally to men. We all should be aware so that women are not deprived of their rights. The things we can do to protect their rights are: number 1, ensuring the equality of men and women everywhere. Number 2, giving equal opportunity to education to girls as boys. Number 3, giving similar payment to women as men for their work. Number 4, raising awareness so that girls and women are not tortured physically and mentally. Number 5, ensuring equal opportunities of job for women as men. Now question number 2. Shamim is a child of 11 years. He does not go to school and works in a brick field. Which rights is Shamim being deprived of? Write 4 sentences to explain what we can do to protect this kind of right. Answer: Shamim is being deprived of his human rights. Many children in our country are being deprived of their basic human rights. To protect human rights, we can do the following things. Number 1, we can participate in the work done to implement human rights. Number 2, if we see someone violating human rights in our house, school or among our neighbors, we should make him conscious about it. Number 3, if necessary, we will inform the authority. Number 4, we will follow the rules properly which are implied by the government to protect the human rights. Now question number 3, my dear student, this is question number 3. How should be your behavior to the household helper working in your house? Again I am saying, how should be your behavior to the household helper working in our house? Answer: most of us have house helper working in our houses. Our behavior towards them should be very nice because they help us in our daily works in many ways. We should give them their due pay that they deserve. We should also ensure that they get proper food and health care. We should always be nice to them and never do anything that hurts them. Now question number 4. One of your classmates suffers from autism. Write 5 sentences about how you will help him to get used to the normal life. Our answer: autism is a mental growth related problem. Children affected by autism are called autistic children. The things I will do to help any autistic children are given below. Number 1, to help my friend, I will observe his behavior at first. I will remember what he likes and what irritates him. Number 2, I will never do anything that distracts him. Number 3, if he makes any mistake, I will be tolerant and I will try to make him realize his mistake. Number 4, we will never desert him and he should be included in all the games that we play. Number 5, we will never use any abusive name to indicate his illness. Now question number 5. The United Nations issued a declaration recognizing some rights. Which declaration was it? Write five rights that are mentioned in this declaration. Answer: it was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 5 rights mentioned in this declaration are: number 1, all people are born free. Number 2, all people are equal before the law. Number 3, right to education. Number 4, right to a proper ways. Number 5, right to follow one's own religion. So my dear student, we have finished chapter 7. We have 19 short questions from chapter 7. We have 3 broad questions from chapter 7 and we have 5 C.B.Q questions from chapter 7. So my dear student, in this class we have no homework, and I hope all of you students have understood today's topic and stay at home. See you again inshallah.